Hey everybody, I'm just going to go over the transverse model with no vertebrae. So if you take a look at this, this looks a little bit different than the brain, where in the brain you have the gray matter on the outside and the white matter on the inside. In the spinal cord, you actually see that's reversed, where you have the white matter on the outside and the gray matter on the inside here. So if you take a look at this, you have a point here, a point here, and a point here. And each of these points on this gray matter actually have a particular name. This will be called the dorsal horn of the gray matter. This one to the side would be called the lateral horn of the gray matter. And the one here, number 7, would be called the anterior horn of the gray matter here. And then this, of course, responds to the white here, right? So this is actually going to be called columns. So we have a column here, a column here, and a column here. This column here is going to be called the dorsal column of the white matter. This area here is going to be called the lateral column of the white matter. And this area here is going to be called the ventral column of the white matter, right? So, and if you notice, they all match with sort of the gray matter there. If you look here in these green and yellow wires here, this represents the dorsal root, and the red and black represents the ventral root. And you probably ask yourself, well, how do you tell the difference between the dorsal root and the ventral root? The best way I could tell you is to look for this bulge here. So this bulge is called the dorsal root ganglion. Sometimes we call it the spinal ganglion. And anytime, wherever you find this bulge, this whole area is going to be the dorsal side. Right, so because this bulge is here, this is going to be the dorsal root. This has to be the ventral root, and when these two roots come together, they turn into the spinal nerve. Right, so let's just do a quick review of that, because I know that could be a little bit daunting here. You're going to have the dorsal horn of the gray matter, the lateral horn of the gray matter, the ventral horn of the gray matter, and then on here you're going to have the dorsal column of white matter, the lateral column of white matter, the anterior column, or the ventral column of white matter, either or. And then this is going to be the dorsal root, the ventral root, the dorsal root ganglion, and the spinal nerve there, right? Finally, I want to show you the central canal. The central canal, and I'm going to kind of orient this here. It's going to be here. So this is going to be your central canal. This is going to be where cerebrospinal fluid flows in as well. It's not this. So a lot of students look at this and say, aha, this is the central canal. That's not the central canal. It's actually going to be this structure here going right through that gray matter there. Okay? All right, so I think that is it. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know.